I'm Laura, and the subject of my video today is human resources, also known as people management. Human resources area deals with the company's most valuable asset, the people. That's why it's such an important area. In short, HR is an association of defined methods, policies, techniques, and practices with the goal of managing internal behaviors and enhancing human capital in organizations. These sectors act in the interest of the company and employees. Now I will talk a little bit about the historical context of HR. The Second Industrial Revolution generated intense change in labor relations, resulting in their need to remodel administrative systems. In this scenario, human resources emerged with names like industrial welfare, personnel management, and scientific management. The functions were centered on the strict control of bureaucratic records and the supervision of workers' conduct. In this initial period, the personnel department defined the concept of men as homo economicus, whose work was motivated exclusively by the salary reward. The organization focus was to promote productivity without considering the human aspects. Thus, the tasks were repetitive and tiring, and the work faced a long work day. The physical and mental fatigue of the employees had a negative influence on the productivity of the work. In this context, managers faced the challenge of adapting man to the machine and modifying process in order to avoid internal conflicts, damage to mental and physical health, fatigue, and chronic disease in the name of production. However, in the 1930s, HR was influenced by the theory of human relations. This theory contributed to the humanization movement in organizations, having as a central idea that the results of companies were more influenced by psychological factors than by physical or environmental issues. The employee's behavior is greatly influenced by the feeling of belonging to the groups constituting the organization. In this sense, the personnel department started to have a new vision of man as a worker, the homo social, a social being whose productivity is motivated by recognition and not just money. The neoclassical theory of management also influenced the change in the vision and the concepts that outline the restructuring of the new HR management proposal. Human relations theory has been replaced by behavioral theory. This aspect focuses on both people and organizational space. One example of this theory is the Maslow hierarchy of needs, which is a motivational theory in psychology comprising a five-tier model of human needs. Needs lower down in the hierarchy must be satisfied before individuals can attend to needs higher up. From the bottom of the hierarchy upwards, the needs are physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. With these changes came the HR department, which was assigned more specific functions related to the recruitment of personnel, as selection, analysis, training, and qualification of the teams. The improvement of technological process, the increase in competitiveness, and the appearance of programs focused on strategic planning also impacted the way of managing human capital. After the 90s, different theories were strengthened, which resulted in the innovation of the HR work model. Thus, HR became increasingly strategic, beginning the era of people, talent, and skills management. Recruitment is the set of information, techniques, and procedures used to attract potential qualified candidates to fill positions within an organization. The goal of recruitment is to attract as many professionals as possible within the necessary specifications. This process involves the description of vacancies, the examination and receipt of resumes. The way in which a vacancy is described can attract or alienate good candidates, as is the first contact between employer and professional. Types of recruitment. Internal, which is the search for a candidate in the organization itself. Its advantages are a more economical and faster process, motivates the employee and takes advantage of the company investments in training and development and career management. External seeks candidates outside the organization. It has advantages of a new candidate with new knowledge and experiences. However, it has a high recruitment cost and is a longer process. Headhunters are professionals specialized in finding talents for organizations. They must identify the best candidates per position, analyzing the profile of these professionals and choosing which is the most suitable for the vacancy. Selection is the next step in the process. The goal is to choose which candidate best fits the vacancy. The choice is made through process and techniques to evaluate candidates fairly and impartially. Some forms of assessment are written tests, tests of skills, psychological tests, interviews, and dynamics. Onboarding is the process of adapting a new employee to the company's culture, which involves steps such as guidance, supervision, monitoring, and training. Onboarding can provide benefits for the company, such as motivation. Through a well-structured onboarding, employees can feel more integrated, confident, and motivated with their work. Turnover reduction. In onboarding, the company must make it clear how the work will be and appreciate the harmony of the team. These factors, along with motivation, can reduce turnover. Increase productivity. During onboarding, the professional will undergo training and learn to deal with the activities of the position. Furthermore, a motivated and integrated work has better productivity. Improvement of the organizational climate. The company's culture, mission, values, and objectives must be explained in onboarding. Thus, employees aligned with the organization, integrated with the team, and motivated contribute to a good organizational climate. Good training and development programs help you retain the right people and grow profits. As the battle for top talent becomes more competitive, employees' training and development programs are more important than ever. Hiring top talent takes time and money, and how you engage and develop that talent from the time they are first onboarded impacts retention and business growth. Training is developing qualities in human resources to enable them to be more productive and contribute better to achieving organizational goals. The purpose of training is to increase the productivity of individuals in their positions, influencing their behavior. Development is a long-term process to improve the skills and motivations of employees to make them future valuable members of the organization. Development includes not only training but also career and other experiences. Some benefits of training and development are to the individual increase employee motivation, improve engagement, and improve productivity, speed, and competence. To the organization are profit growth, reduce employee turnover, and deeper talent selection pipelines. Remuneration is one of the most important HR subsystems, as an attractive benefits package can attract and retain talent in the company. Moreover, benefit management can be strategic to motivate and engage employees, increasing the organization's productivity and competitiveness. Some types of remuneration. Competence remuneration. Assessed in relation to responsibilities and activities that the employee assumes. Variable remuneration is related to individual or group professional performance. Indirect remuneration are benefits granted by the company to employees, for example, medical assistance, food allowance, life insurance, personal loans, etc. Talent management is the set of activities developed in order to hire, train, and retain talent professionals in the company, creating an environment with engaged and motivated employees to contribute to the growth of the business. Talent managers also need to engage, organize policies, develop training, and various other actions that keep employees in line with the company. Efficient talent management strategy is based on the following points: attraction and recruitment, learning and development, values and organizational vision, career path, and competence-based management. Performance evaluation is a tool to know and measure the performance of individuals in an organization and is one of the pillars of the performance management practice to improve collective and individual results. It's essential to achieve the goals and provide the human resources sector with important data on the performance of each professional, supporting important decisions with managers. Some objectives of performance evaluation: measure performance accurately, provide continuous feedback, motivate superior performance, determine employee promotion, decide salary and rewards, determine training and developmental needs, and identify areas of weakness of our organization and employees. Human research professionals have a fundamental role in opening companies' doors to inclusion, since they are responsible for creating opportunities and raising banner of diversity. There are quota laws that require that a certain percentage of vacancies be filled by people with special needs, for example. But in addition, HR professionals must identify the difficulties and prejudices that persist in the work environment, preparing leaders and employees to integrate all people regardless of their differences. Besides promoting equality, research suggests that diversity in organizations can increase the company's competitive advantage. The more different the members of a team are, the more complementary their skills are, and the greater their creativity and ease in solving problems. For example, a survey that looked at hundreds of companies in the UK, USA, Latin America, and Canada found that organizations with racial and ethnic diversity are 35% more likely to earn financial income than their competitors. The survey also suggests that other types of diversity, such as age group, gender, and sexual orientation, bring competitive advantage to companies. Of course, many organizations only promote diversity with a view to profit, but even so, we must encourage this movement so that we can live in a more just world, and HR has a fundamental role in this. Initially, HR was a bureaucratic area of the company, but over time it became strategic and fundamental for the good function of the organization. Strategic people management practices promote employee motivation and engagement, increase productivity, attract and retain talent, and increase diversity in the company. All of these factors stimulate a good organizational culture and contribute to the growth of companies. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye.